My dear listener, there is a whisper moving gently through the air, carrying with it something that has unsettled the heart of another. A quiet rumor about you, perhaps of you moving away, has reached the ears of someone who holds you dearer than you may realize. To them, the very thought of your absence has stirred emotions that can no longer remain hidden in silence. And in this moment of vulnerability, your guardian angels step forward with a message wrapped in urgency and love, a message meant to remind you of the divine presence that has never left your side. Guardian angels, those eternal sentinels of our journeys, have always been with us, watching as we stumble, guiding us when our paths grow uncertain, and whispering truths into our hearts when the noise of the world grows overwhelming. Their guidance often arrives as subtle nudges, delicate signs, or inexplicable feelings that rise from within. Today, they speak not only of the rumor itself, but of something far greater, a reminder that you are deeply cherished, both in heaven and here on earth. Among those you encounter in your daily life, there is one whose gaze lingers just a little longer, whose heartbeat quickens when you are near, and whose soul has quietly found an anchor in yours. Though they may never have said the words aloud, their affection runs deeper than you have yet perceived. They treasure you as a rare blessing, one whose presence has altered the rhythm of their life. The angels ask you to reflect now on the serendipitous moments that have taken place around you, the glances that lingered, the smiles that seemed to carry unspoken meaning, the coincidences that felt too aligned to be random. These are not accidents. These are the threads of a deeper connection being woven into your story. And as whispers of your possible departure began to circulate, they did not fall upon ears untouched. They landed heavily in the heart of someone who feels far more than they dare admit. You see, a rumor is never just idle words. It is the emotions it stirs, the ripples it creates in the hearts that hear it, and the fears or hopes it awakens. This particular whisper has shaken someone deeply, igniting both longing and fear. It has caused them to confront truths they might have kept buried forever had it not been for the possibility of losing you. Suddenly, what once felt safely hidden now demands to be acknowledged. Time, in its endless movement, reveals and conceals with equal skill. It lets some memories fade while keeping others alive with piercing clarity. And as the seasons shift, so too does the heart. Feelings that once lay dormant beneath layers of fear or hesitation are now rising with undeniable force. The angels remind you that life is fleeting, and every passing moment is precious. We cannot always afford to wait for tomorrow to say the things our souls ache to express. Life flows like a winding river, carrying us through unforeseen bends and turns. There comes a moment when the quiet rhythm within grows louder, urging us to stop hesitating and step into the fullness of what we feel. Have you ever experienced that inner urgency, that pounding truth within your chest that will no longer be silenced? That is what your silent admirer feels now. They have carried these emotions quietly, convinced that longing might be safer than risking rejection. But as whispers of your leaving grow stronger, their heart can no longer deny the truth. To them, you are not a passing thought. You are a constant presence woven into the very fabric of their days. The possibility of your absence has jolted them into realizing how fragile time is, how many words have been left unsaid, and how devastating it would be to let opportunity slip away. Their silence has never meant indifference. It has been fear, vulnerability, and hope entangled together. Beneath the everyday greetings and casual interactions lies something deeper, someone has been quietly falling in love with you. Their heart has known it for longer than they dare to admit, but their lips have been sealed by hesitation. Perhaps it is fear of rejection, fear of changing what already exists, or the quiet ache of believing that you may not feel the same. And so, they have chosen silence, hoping that someday fate itself would bridge the gap between you. But then came the rumor, the possibility of your departure, and it became the mirror they could not avoid. For the first time, they were forced to face their emotions with raw honesty. Memories of you became bittersweet, carrying both comfort and the ache of what might never be. The thought of a future without you casts a shadow that no amount of distraction can dispel. Through it all, your light remains, shining in their life with a brilliance they cannot ignore. Isn't it remarkable how life places us at crossroads? We often wait for perfect timing, telling ourselves there will be another day, a better moment, or a clearer sign. Yet life does not always wait. It disrupts, it stirs, it challenges, and sometimes it takes the possibility of losing someone to realize just how much they mean to us. That is where your admirer now stands, in the tension between fear and courage, silence and confession, longing and action. They find themselves in a dimly lit room with two doors before them. One door opens to the comfort of what has always been, the safety of silence and the security of not disrupting the balance. The other door opens to risk, vulnerability, and the unknown. It is a leap of faith, but it holds the promise of truth and the possibility of something beautiful. This is the decision they face: remain hidden in longing, or step forward and speak from the heart. And so, your guardian angels urge you as well to pause and consider. They remind you that conversations born of sincerity have the power to transform destinies. One honest exchange can bring clarity where confusion reigned, healing where silence bred uncertainty, and hope where fear once lingered. Think back to a time in your own life when one conversation shifted everything, when truth spoken aloud changed the course of a relationship or set you free from doubt. This is the moment you now stand in. The angels are calling you to embrace authenticity, to allow yourself to truly see the impact you have had on another's life, and to consider the future that could unfold. Whether this leads to a new beginning in love or to the closure that frees someone from their silent longing, it carries with it the power to shape both your paths in meaningful ways. You are being asked to honor the unique space you hold in this person's heart. They have carried their affection quietly, but the time has come when silence will no longer serve them, and the angels want you to see that in this moment, destiny has placed you both at a turning point. Before we close, let us turn to prayer. Lord, as this dear soul stands at the intersection of decisions and emotions, I ask that you bless them with clarity and strength. Let your light illuminate their path and calm the uncertainties that trouble their heart. May they find the courage to engage in the conversations that matter most, the ones that can bring peace, healing, and transformation. Whether this journey leads to the blossoming of a new chapter in love or to the release of closure, let your guidance be their anchor. Surround them with wisdom, compassion, and courage as they navigate the delicate dance of human connection. Amen. My dear listener, with this revelation, know that destiny has gently placed you at a crossroads. The choice before you carries weight, but it also carries promise. Whether your path with this person unfolds into a deeper romance or a strengthened friendship, it holds the potential for a bond more meaningful than before. Every relationship has defining moments, and this could very well be yours. There is no manual for these moments, but it is the shared laughter, the unspoken understanding, and the courage to be vulnerable that make them extraordinary. Type 222 to claim this blessing as your own, and as you do, may you step forward with openness, guided by the angels who watch over you, into a future richer with meaning, love, and truth.